Behind her bright smile, Zahida hides years of struggle as a mother, forced to raise her 4 children, mostly on her own. Her husband, Mohammed, has been detained by Israel on and off for almost 2 decades, mostly without ever facing charges. Administrative detention is permitted under international law. A person can be detained if he or she is believed to pose a threat to state security. But human rights organizations charge that Israel is abusing the system because it hasn't actually defined what state security means. It's a catch-all phrase that allows Israel to basically detain whoever it wants. On any given month, they say, up to 1,000 Palestinians, including children, can be held without ever being told why. Zahida knows all about that too. 2 years ago, Israeli forces raided her home in Tel Village near Nablus at 4 in the morning. They detained her oldest son, Ubaida, as he was waking up to study for final exams. He was handcuffed in his pajamas, Zahida recalls. She dressed him in warm clothes while blindfolded and cuffed. Ubaida was 16, and 2 years on, he has yet to face any charges.
I used to dream of the day when Ubaida graduates from high school. Now I'll see all his friends graduate, knowing my son will not be able to.
Zahida has only been allowed to see Ubaida twice these past 2 years.
I have no choice but to send my children to see their brother and father. I spend the day crying when they go. I end up alone at home, but I know they look forward to the visits.
Visiting is not easy either. After securing permits from Israeli authorities, Zahida says her children start the trip at 4 in the morning, returning after midnight. Having a loved one imprisoned indefinitely is an emotionally devastating experience, more so for the children, experts say, because their family relations end up confined to prison visits. Fatima is 16. She tells me visiting her father and brother, who are now in the same prison, is depressing.
The last time I walked into the visitor's room with the big glass window and I ran towards my dad. I hadn't seen him in 5 months, so I got a bit carried away talking to him. Then my brother at the next window called out to me and said, "Hey, did you forget about me?" So I went and I spoke to him as well.
Fatima dreams, though, of a family gathering she never had.
I think it's possible. I dream one day of just sitting on the balcony with my brother and father. I'm sure they would be really happy times.
Fatima's father and brother could be released this summer, but she knows their administrative detention can be extended on the day of their release. For her, uncertainty has turned into a way of life. Nour Odeh, Al Jazeera, Tel near Nablus.